I had the volume on all the radios, like I said, all equal. And to do that meant I had the CB radio turned up a little bit louder to keep up with everything else, and I thought, oh, this is fine, it's good, it's just volume, whatever, no big deal. And then I accidentally turned the volume down on the CB radio. And what I heard coming out of it was not the same as it was when it was up. I went, what the heck? What's going on here? It sounds all weird. And so I just left the volume down low on the CB radio and let it do what it was going to do. And then I just readjusted my audio until I thought the CB radio sounded good again. And then I figured, well, okay, that's what it is. It's going to be what it is. And that's how I came up to this setting, was just by lowering the volume of my monitor radio to try to get a more, well, I'm not going to say more accurate, just to try to get a different a monitor sound. And, of course, what you hear affects what you adjust. So that's how it ended up here, and I'm liking it so far. Ain't no doubt about that. It's like KFWB News 98.
This radio I'm receiving you on this opened up. I did it myself. Changed all the caps in it, widened up the receive, put a bigger 455 filter, and if I could play you back and record you the way you sound right now, you'd be impressed. I don't know, you can hear it now over there, but for the YouTube recording, for some reason it's not coming out the same as what I'm hearing over here, But whatever you did the right number of the steps. And I've noticed that over here too, when I look up my hi-fi stuff over here. And then on what I'm receiving over here, it sounds totally different.
Yeah, it's funny how all that works. You just never know. You never know what to believe. It's almost like a set of headphones. I had some other headphones before. I forgot what they were. It's been so long ago. But I switched over to these DT. What were they called? These were called DT770 Pros. I switched over to these DT770 Pros, and they had more bass in them than the other headphones. And so I didn't have to crank the bass up in the radio to hear it in the headphones, which meant automatically I was less bass heavy than I used to be. And that was always a problem, I was always bass heavy. But it's because I wanted to hear the bass in my headphones. So now I got a pair of headphones that gives me the bottom end, that lets me hear what's happening. And now I don't have to crank the bass up so doggone hard to hear it myself. So yeah, different headphones, different receiver, different bandwidth, different characteristics. It all pushes your hand in a particular direction when it comes to making adjustments. And since we can't hear what we're doing in somebody else's receiver all the time, all we can really do is monitor what we're doing over here. It's tricky sometimes. But I think this might have been, like I said yesterday, I called it an accident because it was an accident. I had bumped the control of the volume on the CB radio a little bit, and I didn't realize it. But then when I realized it was quiet, not only did I realize it was quiet, but it sounded different too. And I was like, what the hell is all that about? So anyway, live and learn, I guess, you can know a lot, but not know everything to break.
Man, you can turn me 1,000 years from now, you still gotta learn something. That's when you're not gonna, advance intellectually. But shit, man, I'm listening to some turning back. I think some well-known rappers. You sound amazing on these cheap-ass headphones. Now, when I was DJing, 753, Green Mountain State, Vermont, I need to bring them over here and plug them in and see what you sound like on that. But I'm on some turnaround headphones right now. You sound we're getting better than you can. Come on. Can't even explain it. That's how good you sound.
Wow, I tell you what, well, I appreciate that, and I think that's saying a lot, because I've tried everything in the book, and I used to also drive. There's something else I did that I'm not doing right now. I used to shoot for loudness. I was really worried about loudness because I wanted, and I to a degree there's a point of truth in the fact that percentage of modulation is one thing, but average percentage is, of course, yet another thing. And average percentage of modulation is what creates loudness. And I mistook loudness for shriek. And so I was sacrificing a certain characteristic of the audio to get more of that bodacious loud sound, thinking that was going to get me through a pileup better. And in doing some tests and experimentation, in pileup conditions, see, all my background is all broadcast. I don't have a lot of background. Well, I have background, but no definitive testing in pileups. You can't be at the person's receiver. So all I can do is what I can do from here. And so what I figured was, I'm just going to let the carrier do the work. If I can't make it through on a carrier, I'm not going to try to get my audio to push through the mess. And that's what I used to do. I used to try to get the carrier to do what it could do, and then try to get the audio to roll through the rest. And I think in doing that, I forfeited some of the quality of the sound. So now I'm trying to pick up the quality and not try to push the audio through in a pileup. And, my carrier either makes the trip or it doesn't make the trip. That's all there is to it. I'm not worried about it anymore. I quit. In other words, I think I quit the loudness war. In commercial broadcast, especially back in the day, we worried about how loud we were. We worried about how loud we were compared to our competition, because when you tuned across the dial, you'd want to stop on the loudest station. But now, even still today, the loudness war exists. But now it's not as important, because people can push a button and you go from station A to station B to station C, and you get where you want when you want. You're not tuning anymore, looking for the loudest thing on the band. So with digital tuners now, nobody really cares. No, I won't say nobody. Less people care about the loudness war. And the less you care about the loudness of the station, the easier it is to lean toward the quality of the station. And if the station can't make the trip, if I ain't making it up in your radio, I ain't gonna lose any sleep over it, Derbrick. So that's sort of my new mindset. That's my new mindset over here on this station, Derbrick.
Rather good Motormouth. I hear back duck hunters backscatter over here. I just working my first couple of times here. I heard duck hunters backscatter over here. We waving a hand. No doubt about it. 760. Here we go.
How about that Nashville station? Old Dirty, I think you said, out there in Nashville. Got a Spider Mike out here in Kingman, Arizona, waving a hand. I'm out west, but I don't know if I'm far out west for you.
All right there, Spider Mike. You're laying it down in my town. Hey, Spider Mike, 445 Mississippi. You're laying it down in my town.
Roger D, they're out there in Mississippi. I got a copy on you. Got a good copy on you, in fact. Sound like you're in my driveway. This Mother Nature hasn't opened all the gates up yet. If she is, they're not open all the way for sure, but I got you in there.
Yeah, Temple. Hey, well, it's not about the power, it's what's on the tower. Hey, Spider Mike, good job. Hey, have a good DX day, 445 on top of this hill. We're going to pull this station back and read the map. The conditions.
No. Roger D there. I thought you said 045 or 45 anyway. Hey man, you have a good day. Pleasure talking to you. We'll catch you later. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And I'm standing by.
All right there, Spider Mike. It's 445 video gates on YouTube. Hey, Spider Mike out there. 445 video gates on YouTube. Have a good day. Click.
A woofer in a car stereo system or anything, you see that woofer moving all over the place. It's doing a lot of work. But you're not really hearing as much of that. You know, you do hear some low energy, obviously, but there's oftentimes for this a lot of work being done down low.
Well, Spotted Mike, I got a Motor-Mouth-Maul in my ear right now. Hey, I can't hear you right now. Hey, Spotted Mike, we'll catch you another day, another way. Old Motor-Mouth-Maul got my ears back here. Hey, they pinned back, and I'm reading now. Spotted Mike, have a good day.
Characteristics. I think there's plenty of bass, but again, there's the other part of that quality mindset. You know, not as much compression and not as much bass. But yet the radios that can hear the bass, and your headphones, for example, that can hear the bass, are hearing the bass. But if they can't hear the bass, there's no point in force-feeding the bass to them. The more you try to force-feed the bass to them, the more you wipe out the articulation and intelligibility of the signal, I think.
Wants to know.